This is an MHS lightsaber hilt with an added custom shroud at the top, so that's kind of cool. Now, to give a little context, MHS stands for the Modular Hilt System, which is kind of a system of parts made by the custom saber shop that you can mix and match to make your own custom saber hilt. So that's a pretty cool thing. Now, this particular model has an added shroud, so this is a custom piece that somebody made, and that's really sort of the star of this hilt in a way. But actually first let's broaden it out here. So this hilt is a pretty standard size. It measures about 10 inches long from the base of the hilt, from the pommel, all the way up to the blade holder here. When you factor in the added length from the shroud at the top, it measures about 11 inches long to the top of the shroud there, to the base. Now if we kind of take a closer look at the blade holder and the shroud. So this shroud has kind of a nice S-curve shape on either side. And then if you follow that curve to the top, you reach these peaks. It's kind of, it's almost like a clawed emitter, not quite, but it has this U-shaped cutout to create, you know, these little, well, they're almost like claws at the top, but they are rounded. So this was made so that it was rounded off pretty well. It's always nice to have things that are rounded and not sharp, you know, to slice open a finger or something like that. Now, if we look at this side again, you see kind of the cutout section of the shroud here reveals the blade holder. There's a nice groove right there, a little bit of a taper also from the top of the blade holder down. That's kind of a nice aesthetic. And then there's a window in this emitter, and the window cuts through both the shroud, the emitter shroud, and the kind of blade holder piece below. So the top part is sort of more of a stadium shape cutout, and then below that it's, well, you can see it's a little shorter, so it creates almost a layering effect. There's a blade retention screw that also kind of holds the shroud to the blade holder. Now moving down, there's like the only sort of contrasting color in the hilt here. This is the kind of splash of black in this hilt, right in the switch section. So there's two switch holes there. Now below that is this knurled grip section. So this is diamond knurling. It creates kind of a nice visual texture certainly. It does make it easier to grip the hilt, and it also kind of adds a sort of rugged industrialness to the hilt. So, you know, diamond knurling is always kind of nice for that. And then we get to the pommel. So this pommel has some notching here, kind of low profile notching. And then this groove, and then finally some sound vents, of course. Now this is made of mix and match pieces, so the entire hilt is made of three main pieces. We have the blade holder, which has the custom shroud over the top of it. Then the main body right here, which also includes that switch section. And finally the pommel. So you see all those come apart pretty easily. And let's put that together one more time. So just kind of a neat, simple custom design here, using those mix and match modular hilt system parts, but then, you know, the shroud really kind of takes it to another level as well. It makes it look maybe a little more lightsaber-y in a way. So at any rate, this has been a look at an MHS lightsaber hilt. It's made from modular hilt system parts with a custom shroud at the top. So feel free to comment below.